Since 1982, My Plumber Heating and Cooling has provided heating, cooling, sewer, plumbing, air duct, everything. And today we're talking about how homeowners keep the furnace operating safely. Joining us now is Jeff Calvert, a comfort consultant. Good morning and welcome.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, it's great to have you here. It's freezing outside. I'm assuming there are all kinds of plumbing problems that are happening. What's going on right now? Are people calling you, and what are they calling you for?
I'll tell you what, we've been real busy during this time. My plumber's been in business for 30 years.
Oh, fantastic.
And we've seen a lot of furnaces. This year,
I'm assuming that people are, lots of problems. You've got something with you today, and I'm sure it has a lot to do with how to keep your furnace healthy. An exchanger, what is that?
A heat exchanger. It's actually located inside of a gas furnace. It separates the carbon monoxide from the air that you breathe.
Very important.
Yeah. Carbon monoxide is a poisonous gas. It's odorless, it's colorless, and it must be kept out of the house.
So the last thing you want to do is let something like that go. How do you know that it's time to change your exchanger?
Well, I wish there was a simple way to know, but it takes a certified heating and air tech to actually remove the heat exchanger.
Okay.
It's a visual inspection. On furnaces, there's a lot of safeties, especially the newer ones that are less than 10 years old, but there is no safety on the heat exchanger.
That looks pretty bad. I mean, when you're looking at this exchanger, it looks very old. This one over here, very old and rusted. I guess that's what it looks like after it's shot?
Well, this one's only about 10 years old.
Only?
So it's actually, this is mounted inside the furnace.
Okay.
And the actual gas, the combustion, runs through these pipes, and then the exhaust comes out and goes out the flue. You can think of it sort of like an exhaust system for an automobile.
Okay.
That being said, your air, this heats up, and then your air passes through it and heats your house. And what happens over a period of time, metal will expand and contract when it's heated, and then it'll just crack.
And that's what you definitely don't want.
You don't want that.
So the only way to prevent the cracking is to replace it? Is that the deal?
The only way, you really can't prevent it from cracking.
Okay.
You have to be proactive and have these annually to make sure that they're safe.
I would say that's probably not the first thing that people are thinking about. Like, okay, I need to call the plumber to check out my radiator and my heaters. Is that something that people do every year, just call and get an inspection, or would you like to see them do that more?
Well, everybody really needs to do this once a year, because with carbon monoxide, it's poisonous and odorless.
Very serious.
And if you do have a carbon monoxide monitor, that only goes off at the highest limits. That's when you're out of the house and the fire department's already on its way.
Okay.
It's those low levels of carbon monoxide poisoning that can cause major problems. Anything from dizziness, headaches, sickness, things of that nature.
Wow. And see, and I think that's what people rely on. They figure, okay, if anything's going to go wrong, the alarm is going to go off, and then that's when I'll do something about it. But what you're saying is that there's a possibility that there could be small leaks that you don't really know about.
Definitely.
So the way to be proactive is to call, I guess, at least once a year.
Definitely. A lot of our customers use our Priority Club, and they like that because we will actually remind them and call them for an annual inspection.
That's actually a very good idea.
That way you don't have to remember.
You don't have to remember. And you've got a special that you want to tell us about.
Oh, definitely. Call My Plumber today. Tell them that Jeff sent you, and you get a free furnace inspection.
Really?
Yeah.
Just today?
It's on the house.
Oh, I love it. You gotta love that.
You gotta ask for Jeff.
Okay, that's good, Jeff. Thank you so much. You've given us good information, very important information.
Hey, thanks for having me.
And we'll be back with more Let's Talk Live right after this.